Hello and welcome back to the madness. It's Monday. 3:30 in the afternoon. Yay, still working. Today was kind of a crazy day. So, short story time, ready? Why am I all I sound like I'm singy-songy. So today I had an appointment from 9 to 12 that WOW Cable was going to come and give us. So this is what happened. As I called WOW and I'm like, okay, I guess rolling up the window would be helpful, right? Because you don't get that annoying noise. Whew. Okay, this is how this video is going to go today. So, I called them and I'm like, yeah, now mind you, every couple of years I call them and ask them, do I have the highest internet? And it's always no. And then I get the highest internet. Well, I haven't done it in 2-3 years. So I called them and I said, yes, I'd like to change my service. And they're like, how can we help you? And I'm like, well, I want to get rid of cable and have the highest internet possible. And he's like, okay. And he's like, I said, or do I have the highest? And he's like, well, I'm looking at your account right now, and no, you don't. Now, I don't know things. He said, you're at 100 something. And I was like, okay. He goes, I can bump you up to 1 gigabyte. And I'm like, okay. He goes, so basically that's going to give you room-to-room internet. I was like, okay, I've heard that before. He's like, this internet is so good that you will have internet in your backyard, in your front yard, in the garage. Anywhere you want to go around your house, you're going to have internet. I was like, okay. So, yes, that's what I would like. Now, mind you, I was paying $258 a month for internet and cable. Crappy internet. When I say crappy, I mean crappy internet. So, I'm like, okay, so doing this, how much is it going to, how much is my bill going to be? And he's like, $85. I was like, wait, what? Did you just say $85? And he's like, I know it's a little steep, but I'm like, I'm paying $255 now. He's like, yeah, but you have cable too. I'm like, no one's been watching it except for John and watching his damn ghost stories, hunting crap. But besides that, no one watches the cable. So I was paying almost $200 for nothing. Because think about it, if I had the crappiest internet that they offer right now, so what? To have awesome internet, it's $85. So what? Was crappy internet like $50, $55? Let's say it was $55. That's still, that's where I get the $200. So, yeah. Okay, so make the appointment. They have it available from 9 to noon Monday morning. Sure, hook me up. So I get up at 8 o'clock, take my shower. By the time you see this, you'll already have seen the whipping chat, so you'll already know the story about me falling out of the chair. Yeah, that was scary. So I decided we took the recliner off of the makeshift platform because then last night when I was sitting in it, I felt like I couldn't move. And it felt like it was going to tip twice on me when I tried moving. And I was like, oh, F this. No, this is not happening again. So, yeah. So, rearranged the living room again. John took the dolly off. And so, it was 10 o'clock and WOW shows up. Cool. Because I didn't have many, so I didn't have to go in until 11. So, cool. Oh, and the whole thing was, too, is that they had to have my phone there to be able to set up the internet because I guess I control it from my phone. I'm like, okay, cool. So, I'm like, I'll be able to take my phone to work because if not, I was going to take the phone that I record on here That's Jonathan's old phone. When he got married, he got his own phone plan with his wife, and there was like 4 months left on this contract, and it's only $20 a month, and I haven't stopped it yet, you know, because I use it for YouTube, so why, you know, it's $20, whatever. So, I'm like, I'll just take the YouTube phone, because that's what I call it, the YouTube phone, with me, and then if someone calls me on my phone, then you can just call me on the YouTube phone and blah, 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 because I'm not giving out the YouTube phone number, you know? So, the guys there at 10 o'clock, I'm like, oh, cool, I'm not going to have to, you know, leave my phone at home. The guy walks in, he's like, so what are we doing today? Well, didn't you know that before you even come to my house? But anyways, I'm like, we're getting rid of cable, and then we are going to the highest internet that there is. And he's like, okay. I said, they said 1 gig, and he's like, oh. I'm like, oh? And he starts doing things on his phone, and I'm like, so let me guess, you don't have the equipment, do you? He's like, no. I'm like, so now what happens? He's like, well, right now I'm texting other people who are out on the road and seeing if anyone's close that has that they can bring it over to me. Needless to say, I had to leave my phone at home because the guy had to leave and then come back. But, okay, so that's where I'm going to break, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I was at the part where he didn't have the equipment. So he was going to get a hold of someone that was close to get it. Well, then, like, he goes out to his truck because he's making his phone calls. Then he comes back in, and it's like he has the equipment. I'm like, okay. Well, he's trying to hook it up, and it's not working. So you basically are telling me that you just took a piece of crap equipment out of your van and trying to pass it off as my new equipment. And he's like, this isn't working, this isn't working. I'm gonna have to go meet that guy. And I'm like, yeah, thank God, because someone probably returned it because it wasn't working, and now you're trying to give me crappy shit. That's real nice. So now, mind you, it's just me talking to the guy. So John's in the back room with Toby, has him locked up, and he's back there so Toby won't get all, you know, Toby-ish. So, because if Toby's left alone back there locked up, oh my God, for the next day he'll act like we kept him a prisoner and didn't feed him or anything all day long, and poor Toby. So anyways, so I'm like, after the guy left, I'm like, okay, you're gonna just have to get up here. Here's my phone. Told him what was happening. I said, and we had to pick a name for our service again. I said, I don't want it to be B-Lug or J-Lug. I really don't want our last name out there so people can just see it. Which is no big deal. No one's gonna know, oh, that's our last name, you know. But, I don't know, I just didn't want that out there. I said, so come up with a cute one. We're talking about John here. He says, oh, FBI surveillance. Are you a dork? No. I said, no, I'm not naming it FBI surveillance. I said, okay, you want something cute. So how about the ghost house? He's like, oh, I love it. So I don't know if it happened. I forgot to ask him. But he probably did. He probably named it ghost house. If he named it FBI surveillance, I'm going to beat his ass. I don't need to get over. Here we go. So I went to work, and then he called me. It's probably about an hour later. I don't know. I wasn't watching the time. Oh no, I know. It was about 12:30, so it was like an hour and a half later. So he's like, okay, it's all set up, it's working. But they couldn't get it working on your phone, so it's on my phone. Great. So I said, so basically I kept my phone at home for no reason. He's like, yep, basically. So I'm like, is there any way you can meet me? So he met me, and he met me with a Coke and a bag of chips for me. I was like, oh, Johnny, that was so sweet. And then he went home. Probably playing on the awesome internet. So, but it was weird. The guy's like, when I told him, we're getting rid of cable, he's like, what are you going to do? I'm like, well, we have Hulu, Netflix, CBS. I mean, we pay for, services. And those services added up, it's like maybe $50. So, yeah, still saving $150. Anyways, he's like, he goes, you already have a fire stick. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, well, I sell fire sticks on the side that come loaded with all your cable channels and the local channels too, like, Loco 2 and 4 and 7. I'm like, I said, no, we already have a fire stick. Like, dude, no, I'm not gonna steal cable, because that's what it is. And we got our Hulu and Netflix, so we don't need another device. I said, we got Chromecast, we have all this stuff. We don't need another fire stick. We have 3 fire sticks in the house. No, I'm not gonna buy your probably jailbroke fire stick with your naughty stuff on it. That's what I wanted to say. You're being naughty. How can you work for a company like that and then sell that on the side? Well, I guess you get a good business. If you're gonna do it, that would be the thing to do, right? But yeah, I watch too much YouTube to even care about that. Should have asked him how much, just to be curious. How much is it? He's probably selling them for like $100 or more. Who knows? People will probably be like, shit, I'm saving $200. So yeah. So that was, then I went into work, and it was crazy at work today. It's 4 o'clock and I'm still, sorry Laura, I just yawned. It's 4 o'clock and I'm still working my butt off. Well, this is my last delivery, but still, should have been done an hour ago. But it was funny, once I got into work, I'm like, damn, it already feels like 2 o'clock. And Sandy's like, why? And I'm like, because I've been up since 8. I've already cleaned my house, rearranged my house, and started a coloring page. That's a day's work for me. So it feels like, I had, basically what it felt like is that am I really going to yawn again? That it was a Sunday, and I just did all my chores. So, well, the chores I put on myself. I don't have chores. But if I don't do stuff, then my brain is like, what are you doing? You're not doing anything. Get to work. I can't just sit there. I can just sit there. This is what happened. I think I've explained this before. This is what happened yesterday. Well, I did laundry, so pat myself on the back for that one. I did do some laundry. But because I was scared that I was going to fall out of the chair and things weren't perfect in my mind, all I did was just sit there and just stare at nothing. Damn it, why do I'm yawning? I was just staring at nothing, doing nothing, and then thinking, I should at least cross stitch, because I can sit in my chair without moving to do cross stitch. And then I didn't even want to do that. I just sat in my chair and watched YouTube. And I was like, I'm not being productive. And I hate that. But now I'm all organized again. Well, not really, but I still have some things I have to organize. But I got my chair, my desk, and my recliner all set up. Just gotta figure out, I need more light on my recliner. where my recliner is, so I can cross stitch, because I like to sit in my chair cross stitching, and I need light, and I don't know how to get light over there. It's very frustrating. Yeah. So that's the one thing I got to figure out when I get home. But that's been my day so far. And I think when I get home, after I figure out that, or who knows, I might even not figure that out tonight. I'm not in the mood to... I can't stop yawning. I'm not in the mood to cross stitch tonight. I'm actually in the mood to diamond paint. So, it's February 3rd, I want to say, maybe. Yeah, I think it's the 3rd. So, it's February. Yawned again. So, it's time to bring out the love painting. Because I said I wanted to do that at Valentine's Day, you know, not day, but around Valentine's Day. And the week before Valentine's, yeah, I'm busier than hell. So I know it's not gonna, well, it might be. I don't remember how big that is. I might be able to get it finished by Valentine's Day, but I ain't putting that pressure on myself. As long as it's done in the month of February. That's what I gave myself. So. Oh my God, I can't handle it. I haven't yawned all day. Turn on the damn camera and yawn, yawn, yawn. I don't know why. These people behind me are really looking at me strange, and I don't give a shit. You don't record yourself? Okay, so I didn't get much done on my tree. I didn't do a lot of crafting this weekend. I was in a funk. Well, okay, so now we're going on, it's either 4 days or 5 days of this freaking migraine. And I'm taking aspirins. I finally, Saturday, broke down and was like, screw it, and started taking some aspirins. And I don't know why, because it's 51 degrees outside. We keep going hot and then cold, and then hot and then cold. So I think the weather has a lot to do with my migraine. But I was just like, I don't know. I was in a funk Saturday. I was in such a funk, I didn't go on until real late talking with the girls, because I was just, I don't know how to describe it. It was just like, I was having like anxiety and depression at the same time. It was like, and I don't get depressed. I'm not one of those people that get depressed. Not anymore. As a kid, yeah, I was depressed all the time. But that's because I cared what people thought and everything. And now, thanks to my husband, after I married my husband was like, you can't worry about what people think about you and everything. And he built up, because I had no self-esteem as a kid. No self-esteem at all. Well, I was a fat kid who always got picked on. Junior high was the worst. I would have to run home so I wouldn't get my ass kicked just because I was fat. You want to talk about bullying? I was bullied. Yeah. Walk down the hall, they would pull my hair, try to trip me. It was awful. And I was like, what did I do? I didn't do anything. I was quiet and kept to myself. So, yeah. No, not this straight. So, when I met my husband, he was the one who basically told me, You don't give a shit what people think about you. You be you. And he knows this. I give him credit. Oh, whoop, 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 whoop. I thought so, but it... Okay, where is it taking me? This is crazy. Hope you guys were holding on when we did that turn. Damn. So, what was I saying? Oh my gosh. How did I get on that? Oh, depression. That's right. So, it was just weird to be depressed and anxiety, and I was just like... I wanted to crawl out of my skin and just hide. And then John came home, and I don't know where this is taking me. Okay, there, it's taking me there. I didn't see that little street there. I told him, you know, I just don't feel right. My head's not in the right space. And that's all I could keep saying is, my head's not in the right space. I don't know. I'm just feeling weird. He's like, well, come take a nap with me. I'm like, okay, I'll come take a nap. And after I woke up from my nap, I felt better. Because the night before, too, I couldn't sleep. I stayed up till 4 o'clock in the morning. And it was like toss and turn, and now where is it taking me? Yeah, it was not fun. Turn right. Okay, so turn right, turn left. Okay. So, yeah. But then I got on with you know, chatting with my friends, and got teased. I'm like, why did I even come on here if you're gonna tease me like this? Which I know it was all in play. So I wasn't, oh, okay, so where's the door? Right there? Okay, I'll be right back. Hold, please. Alright, I'm back. So in the end, Saturday night ended on a good note, and I was happy, but I did not craft much. I don't think I crafted at all, really. What was I doing? Oh, I colored. That's right. Yes, I colored. I finished my fall coloring page that I started, well, back in the fall. I didn't really care for it, but I was like, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna finish this up, which in the end I did like how it turned out. But yeah, I wasn't proud of it. I didn't post it on Instagram because, yeah, you guys see it in the end of this vlog, but it'll be real fast. Oh, see, there's the fall one. Okay, no more looking at that. So yeah, so I'm gonna start the heart one. And then, I don't know if I'm gonna diamond paint or cross stitch during Laura's live, because she goes live tonight, and I go live tomorrow. So I know I'll be diamond painting tomorrow on it. So that's why I'm like, ooh, do I want to cross stitch though? Because I really want to get the trunk of the tree done. At least I want it to actually look like a trunk. That's my whole thing. Because I told myself I could not pick up Harry Potter and work on the train until I finished the trunk. And once I got the trunk, then I could do some of the Harry Potter and keep going back and forth. So, I don't know. Where's that a text message? Okay, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I had to talk to my work. Oh shoot, what was I talking about? See, this is my problem. want to get the trunk done, and then I can work on the train. And then my plan is to get January done, and then every Friday stitch my leaves of the week. So for Floss Tube Saturday, I have progress, at least on my tree. You know, my tree will be up to date once I get it up to date. But I'm giving myself until the end of February to do that. Because, okay, now, I work for a florist. I deliver flowers. So the week before Valentine's Day, it's crazy. And then, oh, but it's on Friday. So by Sunday, it will be back to normal. Hopefully Sunday I'll have off. That would be cool. So, we'll see. Because usually it's the next 2 days where it's crazy. But with it being the weekend, I don't think it'll be crazy on Sunday. If anything was left over, it would be Monday that would be crazy. Because, you know, people say that their flowers die. We guarantee them. We'd have to wait for a new shipment to come in, which comes in Monday. So, or maybe it'd be Tuesday, because if we were waiting for the new shipment, whatever. I don't know. I don't care. All I know is I'll take care of the problems. So, but hopefully this year we won't have any. Last year we didn't have many, so that's what we're hoping for. There's nothing worse than the day after the holiday to come in and there's all these tag doors from the other drivers. And it's like, ugh. Because then it's by noon, by noon, by noon, by noon. So, I know I'll probably be working the 15th, February 15th, the day after. But that's okay. It's okay. So, that's why I'm saying I'm giving myself the end of February. I want this is my plans, my crafty plans, to have the panel of Pokemon that I'm working on now finished, to have the heart finished, and I would like to do one more, because I really like to get 3 done this month so I can be up to date. And then that's diamond painting plans. Stitchy plans is to have, oh shoot, but hopefully Deadpool will be arriving soon, because I can't remember if she said to March 1st or to March 31st. The sassy craft-alongs going on. Because if it's March 31st, well then... Okay. Yeah, work is crazy today. And what sucks is I had to take this arrangement back because the people weren't home. Yeah, crazy. So, I want to get the tree done. I want to get January's and February on track by March 1st. So, I don't know what March 1st is. Hold, please. Let me look that up real fast. Oh, that's calculator. March 1st is on a Sunday. So, that works out perfectly, because then, oh, wait, what happened? Okay, so, oh, on that Friday, I'll be stitching 6 days worth. So that works. And then the whole plan is to keep up on it every Friday. You can't stop yawning. To stitch the 7 days. So, because it makes no sense to stitch one day, every day. No. One little leaf? No, that's not happening. So, which I think I'm going to have to learn how to do the parking method because I have a feeling it's going to be like 5 colors that I'm constantly going to be using. So, and I'm not one of those people that really care what my back looks like. No. I don't care about your fancy cloth, your fabric, the fancy threads, floss. No. I just like to cross stitch to cross stitch. So, yeah. I keep getting all these messages, so I'm getting distracted. I'm so sorry. So those are my crafty plans for February. And then I'm hoping to do, I'm going to do at least 1 coloring page. This coloring page might take me the whole month because it's, I don't want to say it's a mandala because it's not a mandala, but it's mandelish-ish. But it's a Valentine's Day, like, it's lovey-hearty. Yeah, so there's lots of little things to color. It's perfect for gel pens. I mean, I couldn't even see trying to color this with markers because it's so, well, fine liners, yeah, but, okay, now I got hiccups. But this is perfect for pencils or gel pens, which I'm doing. I'm gonna try to just do this one all in gel pen, but I don't know. If I feel like playing with why do I say playing? Using my colored pencils, then I'll use my colored pencils. But I don't know. We'll see. So, I don't think I have anything else to say. Yeah, really, I don't have anything else to say. Now, how am I going to get over there? Why did I do this? I don't know what I was thinking. I'm going in the back way. So, get ready to be confused. You've never seen this way before. I never go this way. Oh, but this might have been the smart thing to do. Oh, wait, no. Was this supposed to go down this street? Well, you know what I could do? I could go this way. This is the street I was supposed to go down. I hardly go in the back way, ever. Yeah, but this color page is cool. It's a lot of repetition. Like, okay, I'm starting to color at the bottom, so I can really tell you what's happening at the bottom. There's like these hearts, and then there's like these boxes that have boxes in them. It's really weird. So I did all the hearts, and now I'm doing different things with the boxes. Okay, I don't know what you're doing, but okay. So, it's gonna be fun. It's one of those where you gotta think because you don't want to mess up the pattern, which I already did, but I don't care. Because I was kind of going like a checkerboard, and I missed one of the checkerboard, the spots. So, but I'm not like anally gonna have to reprint it out and start all over because I messed up one little part. No, I'm not that way. Okay, so we're going in the back way. Or the side way. Oh gosh. Okay, so I think that's all. I mean, that's all I have right now. I caught you up on everything. Told you my crafty plans. And I will see you maybe tomorrow or the next day. Probably tomorrow. Okay, bye guys. Good morning and welcome to the madness. We got snow yesterday. Yay. Oh my gosh. It was funny. The last, I think it was 3. Okay, I'm gonna be froggy already. Thank you. The last 3 houses I went to yesterday delivering, all 3 of them were like, "Oh, you made it just in time. You wait, what did they say?" No, they all said it differently. One was like, "Wow, you beat the snow." And I'm like, "What?" This was the first one. It's like, "Oh, a bad snowstorm's coming. You gotta hurry up and get home." Like, okay, thank you. And mind you, it was beautiful out. Okay, so it was like that cloudy, the winter cloudy sky. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just, well, it's the sky I have right now. This is the winter sky that Michigan has all the time. Well, if you weren't shaking so much, maybe you'd be able to see. And if that was not a problem. Okay, let's solve this problem here. Okay, so we got that. Okay, so it's like, okay, whatever. So second one mentioned the snow, and I'm like, wow, we must be really getting some big snow, Now, do you see the roads? They're already clear. Yeah. Spoiler alert, we didn't get that much snow. And the third person, and this guy was really old, he's like, "I can't believe it hasn't started snowing yet." I was like, "Oh, when is it supposed to start?" 8 p.m. It's 4 in the afternoon. But, okay. It's like, "I hope you don't have many deliveries left because it's going to be really bad out there." So, I was close to home. So, right when I got in the driveway, I was like, okay. Now, the weather app that I used to have, I loved it. Or maybe it was the same app, but I think they updated it. So, it's not the same features anymore. So, froggy again. I was like, okay, let me try to figure this out because, the stupid app never tells me anymore how much snow. I need new wiper blades. This is ridiculous. How much snow we're going to get. Well, I figured it out. I only can see that when it's a winter advisory. It's a winter advisory. Be wise about the winter advisory. Then I can open it up and then it tells me how much snow we're gonna get. So it said from 8 to 1 o'clock in the morning we were supposed to get 2 to 3 inches. But the thing is, I was stuck in my bedroom last night until, I think finally at 10 o'clock, I was like, okay, I gotta come out here. Out in the living room, that is. John was watching TV in the living room, and I was like, okay. We have no internet still. Gonna get to that story in a second. So I'm like, okay, no internet. I was listening to a book that I had already downloaded, so I didn't need internet to do what I was doing. And I know, okay, now I got the hiccups. I know he was frustrated because that meant he couldn't play on his tablet. And oh my God, if he can't play Angry Birds, what is he going to do? So, yeah. Okay, why are you just going 30 miles per hour in a 40 miles per hour area? God, this is really bad. These windshield wipers need to be changed. So finally, see, I'm the type of person where I can't lay in bed too long or I start to get stiff, I think is the word. Achy, whatever. My back starts to hurt. My hip starts to hurt, and I could be flipping and flipping and flipping and flipping. It doesn't matter. If I'm not sleeping, well, even when I sleep, if I sleep too long, I wake up all achy and stiff and in pain. So I started feeling like, oh God, I'm getting achy, you know? And I would even sit up in bed a little bit, but when I sit up in bed a lot, then my hips really start to hurt. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm done. And after dinner, because Johnny was nice and he brought my dinner to me, I said, after I'm done eating, can I come up in the living room? He's like, sure, yeah, whatever. And so, right when I was like, okay, that's it, I'm going up in the living room, John comes back and goes, I thought you were coming up in the living room. I'm like, I am. You don't have to turn off your shit. You just have to turn it down. And only on the front TV, not the surround sound. I said, I can put my headphones in, I can listen to my book, and I finished coloring my page last night. That's why I wanted to go front too. Because I wanted to do some crafting. I said, I can listen to my book, you can watch your TV. And so we did that for about an hour and a half, and then he's like, okay, I'm going to bed. I'm like, turn off the damn TV. I heard enough of the political shit last night. I'm like, turn it off. Which he usually doesn't watch it, but yeah. Usually it's ghost hunting things I have to be watching. Or cartoons. So, yeah. The guy watches 3 things. Cartoons, ghost hunting, or political shit. And it was funny, at one point the kids walked by. I said, okay, I'm going to get political for 1 minute, and then it's over. And Morgan looks at me, I go, yeah, I know what's going on, and I can talk about this shit. I don't like to talk about this shit. So I'm going to tell you what my feelings are about this whole thing, and then I'm done. And Morgan was like, okay. I think he was quite impressed with my little speech I gave. So, oh God, my eyes are like watering. I probably have something in this eye. It really feels like I have probably a damn eyelash or Toby's hair. Oh my God, his hair, he needs to stop shedding. I think I had to wash my sheets again. I just washed them, what was it, Monday? Yes, Monday I washed my sheets. I'm highly allergic to Toby's hair. If I get a piece of his hair on me, now, if it's laying flat, well, no, it still itches. It still, like, irritates me, but if it happens to, this is gonna sound stupid, but poke me, if either end pokes me, it feels like I got stabbed by a needle. And then I get, like, I don't think you would call it hives, but I get little bumps that itch. I don't know, maybe that is hives, but it's not like big hives. It's just like raised up bumps that itch, and it only lasts for maybe like Well, it depends. Sometimes it's like a half an hour. Sometimes it could be 2 or 3 hours. But I had to wash my sheets Monday because, oh my God, my bed was full of his hair. And Sunday night when I went to lay down, I was like itching all over the place. I'm like, what the hell? And I pulled back the covers. He must have been hiding because he doesn't go on my side of the bed under my covers. Something must have scared him, and he did that day. And I was like, oh, I gotta watch. Look at all this hair. And John's like, oh my gosh, what are you gonna do? I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sleep tonight. Okay, we'll be right back. And I don't remember what we were talking about. Because I got in the shop and, it was all in there, so I don't remember. Okay, so, internet. So, I think I told you in the last clip, yes, okay, not the last clip, but the first clip of this vlog about the internet. Well, came home. Did I get internet Monday or Tuesday? Oh, maybe that was Tuesday that I got it. No, I think it was Monday. Yeah, it was Monday. Yes, okay, this makes sense now. Okay, yes, because when I came home Tuesday, Jonathan, he came running out of the house, and so I get out of the car, he comes around the house, and he just stands there and looks at me. Now, I thought he stood there and was looking at me because I shocked him, and then I'm a smart ass. If you guys don't know this by now, I'm a smart ass. So right when I see him, it's like, oh, you came out to greet your mommy. You can give your mommy a hug. And he's just staring at me. I'm like, okay, he knows my sense of humor. Why is he just staring at me? I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, we have had no internet all day long. The devil was coming out of him. I was like, oh. He says, I've been trying to call WOW, and they keep hanging up on me. And I was like, oh. So I get right on my phone, and I call WOW, and get to the part where he kept getting hung up on because they want the last 4 of my social security number. He didn't listen. He's like, because they say the 4-digit PIN, which usually is the last 4 digits of your social security number. All he heard was 4-digit PIN. We have a master 4-digit PIN that everyone in the house knows. If they ask for a 4-digit PIN, this is it. It's my father's birthday. Go ahead, try to figure that one out. So, I'm like, he goes, I kept doing the code. And I'm like, you know the last 4 digits of my social security? He's like, no. That's the code. He's like, that's not the house code. I'm like, if you listen, it said, it's usually the last 4 digits of your social security. He's like, oh. So, I call them, and right when the lady got on the phone, I'm like, here, you're talking to my son, because, oh shit, okay, wait, the delivery is right here. Address, people, and that's it. Okay. Oh, did I miss it? Oh, I missed it. Okay, so we are going to just park here, and I'm just going to walk over the stove because I don't give a shit. Okay, yeah, we're just going to park here like this because why not? I'm only going to be there a second. You know what? Oh, I really don't want to park right here. You know what? Let's act like we're getting gas. It's really stupid that, you know what? well, it's yucky, so, oh, I don't know. Should I park here? Okay, we're just gonna park here, okay. Oh, be ready. Okay, so, I handed him the phone. I just told the lady, said, see, I don't remember where I left off in the story, but I remember I was right around here, so I'm just gonna finish saying this, and if I already said this, I'm sorry. I said, here, you're talking to my son. I don't know anything about this crap, and he'll understand what you want. So, our turn. He was on the phone for an hour and a half. Finally, the internet came up to only go down a half an hour later. Jonathan was pissed. He got on the phone again with them, and no, he didn't. Yes? I don't remember if he got on the phone with them a second time that night. Now I can't remember. I was sick. Okay, that was Tuesday night. Yes, that was Tuesday night because I was supposed to go live, and he told me the internet, it was up, and I had a very stressful day Tuesday. Me and Mom got into it and all this other crap, that it just seemed like work was horrible. As work is going on, Mother was horrible. Internet, not work. No, I didn't know this by now, so I wouldn't, that wasn't, well, once I got home and found that, stress, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to go live, stress. I think the stress was just piling on me. I don't know what happened, but all I know is, okay, I'm spoiled. John brings me my plate. Whenever he cooks, he brings me my plate. But when I cook, I bring him his plate, usually. Unless it's something, because usually what I make, you have to, like, build it how you want to, you know, like tacos or something like that. Like if it's spaghetti, I'll bring him a bowl of spaghetti, you know. Anyways, John brought me my plate of food, and I set it on my lap, because I eat in my chair. I set it in my lap, which the plate was really hot. It's not hot where it was burning me. The plate was just very warm. Okay, so I keep going. Oh, I'm staying on Gratiot the whole way down to Detroit. Okay. So, gosh, brain just left. Right when I put that plate of food on my lap and felt that heat, and I don't know, maybe, I don't know if that was like the breaking point, but all of a sudden, my head got, I want to say it was like cloudy, and okay, this is the only way I can describe it. You know when you have like you're doing dishes and there's a whole bunch of stuff at the bottom of the sink, and you clear out the sink and then it starts swirling and making that sucking noise? It felt like my head was swirling. My eyes, because when I closed my eyes and all I felt was this swirliness. If that makes sense, I don't know. That's the only way I can describe it. And my stomach flipped, and I didn't know if I was either going to pass out or throw up. It was very like, well, I don't know what's going on here. I know. I told John, thank God he wasn't too far away. I said, John, take this. He's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I am sick all of a sudden. He's like, you're not going to eat my dinner? I said, I can't right now, honey. I feel like I'm going to throw up or I'm going to pass out. And he took the plate away from me right away. And he's like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I'm going to go lay down. So, threw off all my clothes. I'm like, it's hot in here. I'm hot. As I get froggy, he's like, do you want me to open the sliding glass door? And I'm like, yeah. Now, mind you guys, it was only 20 degrees outside. So he opened up the door, and I was like, okay, so I got that rush of cold air. I'm like, okay. And he's like, do you need anything? And I'm like, maybe bring me my pop. But no, just leave me alone for right now. He said, turn off the light. The damn light that I can't reach. Please turn off that light. And I really need my windshield wiper fluid to work on the side. Okay, now I got a big streak. So I laid down, and I think too it didn't help that the last 3 nights I was only getting like 2.5, 3 hours sleep. So I think it was a combination of being exhausted. I don't know if my blood sugar dropped, but you would think maybe if I ate that would have helped, but I was so nauseous I couldn't eat. So I laid down, and the next thing I know, I was out. I do remember waking up. Now, I don't know what time it was. It could have been 5 minutes later. I don't know. I remember waking up and pulling the covers on me because I was frozen. My back room, my bedroom, felt like an icebox. And then 3 hours later, I woke up. It was 11 o'clock, and I saw that John had shut the door, and he was coming to bed. He's like, oh my God, did I wake you up? I'm like, no, I just woke up. And then I was like thinking, well, I need to just go right back to sleep, or I'm going to be up all night. Well, I was up all night. I was up till 4 o'clock in the morning. So that sucked. God, I'm froggy. So, next morning, I get a phone call. First thing in the morning, I have a No, I already knew this one. I forgot. No. I had a by 9 o'clock. So, I'm getting ready to leave out the door. No, I had to by 10 o'clock. I had to leave the house by 9. That's what it was. Because I'm like, no, that would have been maybe leaving at 8 o'clock, and that's a whole different story. An hour difference makes a big difference if Johnny's awake or not. So that's why I'm like, no, because Johnny wouldn't have been up. But John had to move his car, so he would have had to, but he wouldn't have been up to talk. I don't know, whatever. So, I get out of the shower and I'm walking through the living room. He's like, no internet again. Jonathan must have had called that night and got it back online the second time. Or it just happened to go back on. I don't know. I'm very confused now. But I was like, oh, great. So yesterday, it was about 1 o'clock, I get a text message from Jonathan. Last 4 of your SS. I'm like, internet's still out. Okay. So, about, I want to say 2 hours later, I get another text message from Jonathan. Router is blown. Technician coming out between 8 and 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, fuck that! What? No! All week long, I've been getting up at 7:30 in the morning. I knew I didn't have to be in until 10:30 today. No! So I get home and I'm like, internet's still out? He's like, yes, Mom, it's blown. I'm like, oh, well, I thought maybe they were just wrong. And I said, 8 o'clock in the morning? He's like, yep. I said, are you going to be up to talk to him? He's like, oh, yes, I am. And I already told Dad that I'm downloading, because you have to have an app on your phone to control the internet. He's like, I already told Dad I'm putting the internet on my phone, the app on my phone. I'm controlling it on my phone. If we have a problem, I'm like, calm down. I said, this is all I wanted to know. You're getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning to deal with it, right? He's like, yes. I'm like, okay, bye. Like, oh my God. Well, see, the thing is, let me give you a little backstory on why Jonathan's so pissed. Apparently, a new download for his game came out Tuesday, and he's been trying to download the update or the expansion pack. So that's why Jonathan is ready to kill someone if he doesn't get internet to his PlayStation. And I don't know why he doesn't just do unless he can't connect his Xbox to his hotspot on his phone. I don't know. I don't have it. Jonathan has it. Unless maybe he only had it for so long and now he doesn't have it. Didn't ask those questions. But it doesn't just suck for Jonathan. Because, okay, all day long, I can drive around on my phone listening to YouTube. I go in my house, YouTube, any app, really, if I don't have internet on, is slow. So I couldn't watch YouTube. So, sitting there listening to my book. By now I'm in the living room coloring. And Markiplier, oh my God, I think I just said his fucking name right too. Went live, real live, not, oh, we only go live for our members and then you guys get to see it after that. Real live, and he said, get your butt in here, family meeting. What? Okay. So, it was awful, guys. It was so awful. The worst buffering of my life. I would even, I don't know if it's called rewind, but I would even go back and maybe because I already watched that, maybe I could watch it a little smoother. No, not even that was happening. It was like, he was a robot talking, but like a robot who took some sleeping pills and kept sleeping in between. He'd be like, okay, guys, announcement. I'm like, no, can you can't say announcement to me and then be all blah, blah, blah. So, comes down to it. And he's hilarious. He's like, you're all grounded. I'm taking your cell phones. I'm taking your tablets. You are grounded. Grounded for 1 month. Keep it up. Keep it up. Grounded for 2 months. It was funny. It was really funny. If you like Markiplier, you'll understand his sense of humor. And it was like, oh my God. And these guys were like, because they're probably a lot of kids too. Because he plays games. He's a gaming channel. But cool games, like scary games. Like, oh my God, Grandma. Grandma is my favorite game. And it's like, Becca laughs at me so much. I don't get scared at scary movies. I've always wanted to be scared watching a scary movie. I know how it feels now to be scared at a scary movie. All I have to do is watch Grandma. And it's like, she pops up and just whacks you with a bat. Uh-oh, where am I supposed to go? Can you tell me where to go? Thank you. Because that looks like a dead end up there. So, now the other one's like, what is it, Friday nights at Freddy's or whatever, that's just lame. But Grandma, oh my God. And I don't care for, okay, is this a business that I'm going to? Hold on. Pause for a second. Well, you're still gonna just because I can't reach up to turn you off right now. Oh, it is. So it's the standard waste. Ooh, what? We're going to a waste plant? What? Okay. 9770. We need 7. Oh my God. Numbers don't work. We need 9680. Okay, you guys, you look out for it. Is that it? Yes. So, I bet you there's no parking on the damn street, right? Nope, that's not it. Okay, so we need to turn around. This guy's flying up on my ass. It's Detroit. So, yeah, rude people. Get off my butt. Oh, God, now he's following me. Ugh. Okay, so we're going to turn here. Ooh, now, damn. These roads are not good, people. My roads are totally cleared. My sidewalk is cleared. Everything's cleared. Why isn't this? It's weird. And we didn't put salt down, so it's not like we salted and the city came and salted. City, my ass. City don't do shit. Maybe because this is a dirt road? That could be why, but the sidewalks aren't even cleared. Oh, this is really strange. Freaking me out. Okay. Ooh, I don't like this. Okay. So, anyways, come to find out what the big announcement with the family meeting was, is he hit 25 million subscribers. Oh my God. And it was crazy. People were throwing him $100 bills. You know, what is it called? Super chat? Okay, so was that where we were supposed to be? Or did we? Yeah, I think it was this way, right? Right? Yeah? Yes, right up here. Yeah. So, and the chat goes so fast. Oh my God, you think Miss Coffee's chat goes fast? This goes so fast you can't even read it. You have to scroll. And don't take your finger off that scroll button, because then it's just going to scroll more. I saw at least, at the minimum, $400 super chats. Tons of $50, $20, $2, $5, you know. But I was like, holy shit. He goes live. He was live for, I don't know. Okay, hold on. We got to get in here. Down in my basement. Okay, back. So, oh God, this is really bad. Okay, hold on. I know we were talking about Markiplier. See, when I video chat with you guys, or no, when I vlog, dude, this is not a one-way. I was like, for a second, I'm like, is this a one-way? And then I'm looking behind me, I'm like, no, cars are coming up. This is not a one-way. Because you don't know how often in Detroit, you don't know you're on a one-way street until it's 2 lanes. They don't have very good signage. Okay, so anyways, when I do the vlog clips, I try to get the furthest, where I have to drive the longest amount of time, so I'm not constantly pausing you guys, because that means I have a lot of clips to slice together. What? Oh, I'm turned around. Am I really going this way? Oh, I got turned around. Am I? I don't remember. Okay, let's look up here and see if we can. No, I want to go this way. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to take me to 75, and no. There's no reason to go to 75, because where we have to go is this way. I'm 95% sure I'm supposed to go this way. It wants me to go the other way. Not happening. Just so I can get on the expressway? No. Why? Okay, anyways. So yeah, it was really weird being in one of his lives. Because I've seen his live, when it's on replay. So, because he only does it for his members that get to see the live when it's really happening. So there was, at one point, I want to say 65K in that live stream. And the chat, I mean, you talk about scrolling, it just scrolls. Okay, I'm not going that way either because that's not what I'm doing. I'm not getting on the expressway to go just down the frickin' street. Are you kidding me? When I can stay right here. Especially not dealing with that ramp. That's like, oh, no. Okay. So, yeah, that was so difficult to watch it buffering. At least it wasn't hamster on his side where, the words, the host is talking, but you don't get to hear all the words the host is talking because it's buffering on their end. At least on this one, I kept words today. Why don't I take a little drink of something and maybe wet my whistle? I can talk better. I know. It's a joke. Don't think I think it's going to help. I know words are not my friends. Oh, yeah. And I haven't had any caffeine yet, so I needed that drink of pop to get the caffeine flowing through my brain. Okay. I don't know what I was just saying, because words were tripping me up. I was being tripped up. Oh, when you could rewind, and then the words were put together. There were no words missing. Does that make sense? Okay. Whoop, cop. Whoop. Dog. He's going faster than me. What am I worried about? It's only 35. I'm going 42, so he's got to be going at least 46. So, yeah, whatever. It's Detroit. You just make up your own rules. If I say so one more time, I just felt like I was going to say so again. I'm really froggy this morning. Mona keeps trying to make me go back to go on the expressway. There's no reason to, Mona. But I did finish my coloring page. I think this has to be my favorite page. And I think what I'm going to do, this brainstorm came to me, especially because of this one, and I want to see it. I think I'm going to get one of those, we use them at the store to put up, what are they called? Like, it's a signage sign, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't know. Hydrangeas, $2.99, But it's like people, okay, I know, like people in an office would have it on their desk of, you would put like phone numbers, the important phone numbers. But it's just, it's a weird shape. When I get it, I'll show you. Because it's really hard to describe what it is. But it's very easy to change out the paper. So I was thinking, every so often, I can just change out what coloring page I have in there, and I'll have one of my coloring pages that I get to look at on my desk. I don't know. It was a thought. Man, I got the hiccups now. So, yeah, of course you're going to do that. Yeah, so, quite interesting. Not having internet, only being able to watch YouTube when I'm in the car. So I am so far behind on people's stuff. Seriously. I have so many videos to catch up on. Oh, okay, so back to the internet. That's what this whole conversation has been stemmed off of. Okay, I can do that, Mono. So, this morning, I totally forgot about the cable guy. I get a phone call that I had in early. I'm like, okay, get up, go into the shower. And my door was shut. And I'm like, why is my door shut? Still not remembering about the cable guy. Maybe TMI, but I only sleep in underwear. So when I go take a shower, because it's early in the morning, the kids are in their room. So I just walk through the house in my underwear. So I open up my door, still not thinking cable guy. And I turn the corner, and Jonathan is sitting in my chair, and I'm like, what? I cover myself up real fast. I'm like, what are you doing? And he looks at me, he's like, waiting for the cable guy. I'm like, oh, that was today. Look at the time. I said, he's not here yet? He's like, no. I said, he only has an hour left on his time that he was supposed to be here. I said, well, the strange thing is, too, that I didn't get, because the last Monday, oh my God, I wanted to kill WoW. I set up the appointment on Friday, Saturday morning, 8:15. This is a reminder call that Monday, blah, 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 you have a time for blah, blah, blah. Do you still want to keep this appointment? Press 1. Press 1. Sunday, 8:15 in the morning. Same thing. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's fucking Sunday, 8 o'clock. Sorry. It's Sunday, 8 o'clock in the morning. You're calling people at 8 o'clock in the morning? On Sundays, I don't even knock on people's doors to give them their damn flowers until noon. No. Do you want to be killed? No. And then Monday, 8:15 in the morning, I get the phone call. And I'm like, well, what if they were here at 8 o'clock? Thanks for your reminder, but, yes, I still want to keep the appointment. So I'm like, I didn't get that annoying phone call this morning about the appointment. Jonathan's like, oh, no. And I'm like, okay. And I said, are you sure it was for today? I don't know why I asked these questions. I don't know why I talk to Jonathan. I really don't know why I talk to Jonathan. Because it's always, he's like a fucking monster, like Cookie Monster. Maybe if I just throw cookies at him, he'd be happier and he'd talk nicer to me. It's not that he's talking mean to me. It's just, he has that annoying, like, you're annoying me voice on. And I'll be like, what's wrong? He's like, nothing. And I'm like, no, there's something wrong. And the other day he did it. I'm like, I looked at Morgan. I said, Morgan, am I going crazy? Or is he talking? I forgot what I said. But it's like, is he talking? I said, is he giving me attitude? That's what I said. And she's like, there is a hint of attitude in him talking to you. And I'm like, thank you. And Jonathan's like, I don't even realize I'm doing this. I said, every time you talk to me, this is how you talk to me. You get like that attitude-ish voice with me. He's like, oh, I don't mean to. I'm like, well, it's annoying and it's hurting my feelings, so fucking stop it. He's like, oh, okay. So, but it was funny, Morgan's face is like, yeah, there is. There's kind of. But then she turned around, she goes, but he talks to me like that too. I'm like, still going this way. So, he gave me attitude this morning. And I'm like, well, I'm just asking, you know. I said, you still have my PIN number, right? So at 11 o'clock, if they're not here, call them and say, where the fuck are you? So, when the phone rang on the last clip, that was Wow saying, we're on our way. Okay. And then, before I even started the clip, I got another phone call. Okay, so that was the lady at, like, the command center or whatever, like, who dispatches all the people. She said that, just letting you know that the technician had just finished up with the previous customer, and he's on his way to you now. Is that okay? I said, yes, my son is waiting for him. Okay, I will let her know. Okay, you have a nice day. You too. So, yes, I have a customer service voice. It's not this mean old... Yes, I can be very... It's called talking with a smile. You have a smile on your face, and everything is fine, and we will fix anything you need. So, but when I do that voice, I get more froggy. Okay, I need another drink. Hold on a second. Now the cap's giving me a hard time. I don't know if you ever tried drinking in the car, but it's very hard to drink pop in the car when you're trying to stop, because the pop, okay, so you're taking a drink, but it's flowing back and forth, and it keeps hitting my upper lip, and it's like, that's cold, that's cold, that's cold. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what just happened. Yeah, you guys are seeing in my brain way too much today. Oh, now you know how Miss Coffee feels. She gets this all day long. Right, Miss Coffee? Hi, Miss Coffee. Okay, so when I came out of that delivery, before I started you, that's why you were in a different position, got another phone call, and it was the technician. He's like, oh yeah, I'm running a little late. I'm just calling to make sure that there's someone still there. And I'm like, yes, my son has been waiting for you, and he will wait for you. So get there as soon as you can, but he's not leaving. Oh, okay, thank you. I'm on my way now. I'm about 15 minutes out. I'm like, okay, whatever, sure. So, but when the lady called, I called Jonathan and said, listen, they just called, they're on their way. And you're like, okay. Poor little boy had to get up early in the morning. I told him last night I went in the room and I said, when are we going to go to Kelly Services? Because I told him, I said, when he quit his job and then he got the new job and then he was going to be laid off. And I told him, I said, so at what point do you decide, yes, I need to go to Kelly Services? And he's like, oh, probably like 2-3 weeks after I don't have a job. Well, guess what? It's been a month. So when are you getting a fucking job? And he's like, oh, well, I went on, and I forgot what app he said he went on, or whatever it's called. And he said, I put in a lot of applications yesterday through the app. And I'm like, okay. And I can see Morgan, because I'm talking to Jonathan, but I can see Morgan. And Morgan goes, it's the app that I used to get my job at Target. I was like, oh, okay. Well, so I know the app works because Morgan put her application in, let's say, Monday, and by Wednesday she had the job interview. So, yeah, it doesn't take, like, oh, okay, can I turn left here? Yeah, okay, you've got your turn signal on, so I never know. Some of these are like, you're not allowed. Okay, so I can turn here. I wasn't sure if this said, no turn allowed. You know, they scream at you. So, yeah. He needs a job. They need to move out of my house, which they want to, but they can't unless Jonathan gets a good job, like he had doing the Christmas job he had. He worked a lot of hours. He made great money. And the funny thing is when he was hired for that job, the lady's like, I don't remember. I want to say the lady was like, unfortunately, I'll only be able to pay you like $14.50 an hour. And Jonathan's like, okay, that's great. And she's like, really? How much were you making at Little Caesars as a manager? And he's like, $12.50. She's like, really? I'm like, he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. So, yeah. He needs a good job so they can get out of my damn house and they can start their lives as a married couple. Now they're gonna get an apartment for a year and then start house hunting. And in that 1 year, if they do not have enough money, then they can come back and live with me for another year and save every fucking penny they can to have a nice down payment for a house to add to what they have saved. Or, you know, not a year, but you know what I mean? So, there is a plan, but I told them you do not want to go through the go down the renter's hole. You want to actually buy a house and the only reason I say that is because my parents were renters, going from one house to another house. By the time I was in 7th grade, I had been in 8 different schools, and I don't want that life for my kids. That's why me and John got married. By the time Jonathan was 2.5 years old, we bought our house, and we didn't move until Becca's last year of high school. So, yeah. Okay, what the heck? What do you want out of me? I thought I turned down the street you told me to turn down. Now, not say it if you read that there's anything wrong with that. It's just, I hated the jumping from house to house and the new schools, and it was awful. The one good thing, though, is once 7th grade came along, I stayed in the same school district for junior high and, well, most of junior high and all of high school. I was in the same school district. They just moved around from house to house in St. Clair Shores, so. I am so froggy today. Okay, where's this damn house?
Arriving at destination on right.
Oh, it's right there. Do they have a driveway? Oh, this is their driveway. Or is that their driveway? Can't tell until I get up a little further. Whose driveway? It's your driveway. Okay. Where's the sidewalk, though? This is weird. They better be home. Okay, hold on. Okay, we are back on the road. Yay! So, I guess I was a chatty Cathy today. So, I think this is where I'm going to end the vlog. Well, this clip. Of course, you're going to get the normal clip of my progress, which I'll show you my stitchy work, but I don't think I did anything for you to see. I don't know. But I'll show you everything. I did complete a diamond painting. Pretty sure that's happened before, since the last vlog. I don't know. Okay, so this clip might be a little longer. And darn it, this damn sows have gotten me today. I've started because, okay, my plan is probably in another 4 months, 6 months, I plan on joining one of those cross-stitch groups where you count your stitches. You have homework, stuff like that. I don't know what it really is, but yeah. Did you see? We're breaking through. We're breaking through. Yeah. Okay, so now you got okay and so in the same freaking sentence. It's like I don't know how to start a sentence without that right now. Oh God, the struggle is real, I'm telling you. Okay, so I can't. I decided that I just started back cross stitching, so I'm going to get in the habit of counting my stitches now. So every day I write in my planner how many stitches on what project I worked on, and that's what I'm doing. Well, I thought, well, if I do that, now I'm not going to track my coloring because no. And I don't know, I might go back to, I think I will go back to timing myself on how much time I work on a diamond painting. So I can just write that down. But I'm not tracking my color. I'm not going to say, oh, I colored 2 hours on this, because no, that's not happening. Who cares how long it takes you to color a coloring page? Anyways, so when I get home to show you the progress, I will get out my planner and I'll catch you up. Like, I know I can tell you I started the painting on this day and I ended it on that day. That type of information, because I did not, well, you just heard the whole process of I'm going to start my time in my diamond paintings now. So I have kind of an ideal of 40 by 50 if it's square. It took me this long. It had this much confetti or great color blocking, you know, just so I can, I don't know, little information for my own little OCD type, wanting to know all the info about myself and how long if I can improve my time, you know, little goals that I can set for myself. I'm still kind of on track. We'll know at the end of this month if I'm on track or not, because this month I had to do 3 diamond paintings. So we will see if I can stay on track. I mean, I had all this plans about the damn tree. Did I stitch any on the tree? No. Which I need to, okay, in my defense, let me defend myself for a second. In my defense, I need to go online and really look up what is Thread Heaven? Thread Heaven, I think is what it's called. Does that help with getting knots while you're actually cross-stitching? Because I don't understand how I'm putting the needle through the fabric, pulling, and I get a fucking knot. How the hell does that happen? So, yeah. This thread that I have, or floss, sorry. The floss that I have seems very like, I don't know, it's very a pain in my freaking ass to use. And I keep getting knots, and I have to spend my time getting knots out, and I don't know if that's because my house is too dry. I don't know. So I was thinking maybe Thread Heaven would help that. I have to do some research. So sew buttons on balloons and watch them pop. Yes. I'm going to let you go now. See, I didn't say it. It was so hard to get around that word, but yeah. It's like taking "and" out of your conversation. You know, I always and. Especially when I'm typing, I'm like, I put so many ands in, and it's like, which, yeah, I'm not even gonna go there. Whatever. Okay, so the next clip you will see is my progress, and I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Okay, here is the last clip for the vlog. Well, not much progress on the tree. And I'm not liking this one row here. It's driving me up a wall. But that's what I got on the temperature tree. And then, oops. Here's the Harry Potter. And my wonderful, I guess I should wipe the fingerprints off of it, huh? The cover minder my daughter made for me. Tiny pufferfish. Why won't you read it? It says, "You are my Lorelei to my Rory." You are the Lorelei to my Rory. So, yay! Because we are big Gilmore Girl fans, and I'm Lorelei and she's Rory. And I just hit my light. Then my wonderful coloring page that I love. Love it so much. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that shimmer. Shimmer, 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 shimmery. And then the diamond painting is the peacock. I love him. I'm gonna start the next one soon, but I love him. Okay, guys. Ooh, let's get in. See? Ooh, isn't he beautiful? We want to see his head. Look at his head. I just love it. It's going on the wall. So, yeah. I like it. I love the flowers too. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the darn. I could stare at this all day long. That's why it's going on the wall, people. It's going on the wall. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the vlog this week. And I will see you next week. Where are you? Bye, guys.